Hey, welcome to another fun-filled episode of Taste This TV. I'm your host, Chef Joe Ciminera, and we got a great show for you here today. You know, when you think of beef and broccoli, you might be thinking of your beef and broccoli like at your local Chinese food place or your Asian store, right? Well, today we're going to be putting a twist on this, and we got some pretty cool ingredients to work with, so stay tuned and pay attention, and I guarantee you'll learn something watching today's show. What do we got? Well, let's start with introducing some products that we're going to be working with today. Now, Dakota organic grass-fed beef is really the only beef that I eat. You might say that I'm very particular to where I eat my beef, and I only eat it from this company. So if you're looking at, no added hormones, no added antibiotics, and all that fun jazz, check out Dakota grass-fed 100% organic beef. Now, today we're going to be using infusedvinegarsandOils.com. This is going to be their sherry wine. It's a wine vinegar. It's got a sherry flavor, and it's going to go really good when we add it to the petite vegetables that we're going to be cooking. So we got some petite vegetables here from Fresh Origins. As you can see, we have some baby carrots, baby turnips. Looks like we got baby beets in there as well. Lots of good stuff. And we might trim them a little bit. Might just take this off when we get going. But we're definitely going to leave a little bit of a stem on there. Next, we're going to be working with this Chamonix wine from South Africa. This is their Pinot Noir. Now, when you think of filet mignon, you're going to think of Pinot Noir, which is a great marriage made in heaven. This one has got a really good quality to it. It's going to stand up well to the beef. This is a very warm climate type of wine. They have a little warm and cool climate where this is raised. They raise it with no pesticides as well. South African wines are really coming up in the market. Check this one out. We're going to be using it today. Definitely going to be pairing with it later. UOC, my good friends, distributing this little guy here. And this is a strawberry jam. Now, the strawberry jam is actually important when it comes to sweetening some of the beef and broccoli that you're going to see here. Next, we got some Cheeky Boy sauces. Today's their coconut hot sauce, which is going to be great with the flavor of this dish. Check them out, Cheeky Boy sauces. And then we got this Kringle here, this raspberry Kringle. Now, we talk about Kringles in general, right? Kringles, shipped right to your door, ready to eat. Raspberry flavor, one of my favorites. So let's get started on what we are going to do here. First, we're going to get the vegetables roasting at a very, very, very low temperature. So we got a very double enamel pan here, which we want a nice thick bottom so it's not going to burn. And we're going to add a couple things. First, we're going to add the butter. This is going to be a European butter, very high butter cream fat content. We're going to take a little bit of pepper. And we're going to take these root vegetables and we're just going to put them right in the center. All right, so now we got our root vegetables now. Now, with our root vegetable, we're going to take a little bit of our walnuts, because the walnuts are going to give it that nutty flavor that we're looking for, and with the butter is really going to be combined. And then we're going to take a little bit of this infused extra virgin olive oil. We're going to put a little bit like that. Now we have all the bases and all the makings for an incredible beef and broccoli. And you guessed it, we're going to add our broccoli in there like so. All right, so now let's put this on a low fire in the back, and we're going to almost forget about it while we do the beef. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take our beef. Now a lot of things happen with the beef here. I'm going to show you a little bit here. We got the beef. What we're going to do is slice. You don't have to really go against the grain or this is a filet mignon, so it's like butter as it is. So we're just going to slice some thin pieces like this. We don't want much. And, good filet mignon should have some marbling in there. If you get Kobe beef or something like that, you're going to see more marbling. But this is a really good cut of beef right here. Now, we're not going to use any more than that. We're going to take just a little bit of breadcrumbs on both sides. You could use flour too, but today we're going to be using breadcrumbs, and it's going to actually help thicken the sauce, is why we're using breadcrumbs. So we're going to take our beef. Okay, that's good. We're going to take, on our open fire here, we're going to take a little bit of oil, and we're going to add our beef strips in here. Now, depending on if you like your beef mid-rare or what have you, like I do, it's not going to be in there for a long time. And you're also going to take some butter as well and put that in there. And what you want to do is basically let this sit a little bit right off the fire now. And let it marinate its flavors and everything else. We're going to return our sauce to that pan, and you're going to see what we're going to do in a minute. Now, in here we have some beef stock. Now with the beef stock, we're going to put a little bit of miso. Now the miso is going to take place of our salt, right? So we're going to put a little bit of miso down there like so, and it's going to give it a real different flavor. And you can find this miso. This is a sweet white miso, fermented, wood-fired, unpasteurized, certified organic. Okay? Now we got our miso down like that. We'll do a little bit of black pepper. This is where those other ingredients come in. We got this strawberry reserve, this Bon Maman strawberry reserve, right down in here as well. Don't be using just sugar, folks. Use a good quality jam or reserve like this, and you're going to get a much better reaction from your dish. Okay, next we got some cheeky boy sauces. This coconut flavor is really going to go well. Isn't too hot, just perfect. It's got great flavoring with it as well. Turn around like so. And now you have the basis for your sauce right here. That's right, folks. This is the basis for your sauce. We got everything we need here. A little bit of salt. Now we're going to check on our vegetables, see how we're doing. This is looking good. Now if you look, you see the nutty flavor that this is getting? This broccoli's taking on a whole new element. Really good. I mean, we don't want to overcook anything, right? So we're just about done. We're going to leave it off the stove to rest, because when it rests, it's also continuing to cook. So you have to know that as well. Just because you shut something off and it's still in the pan doesn't mean that's it. It's still cooking. So we're going to take our beef. Now our beef we talked about. We wanted a mid-rare product, and we got it. All right, now we're going to take our beef, because we talked about we wanted it mid-rare. We're just going to leave it like this, sitting. Wow, smells really good. And we're going to quickly clean out our pan, because we don't want any oil in the pan at all whatsoever, but we do want the residual, like little fragments there. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to take this mixture that we did, right? You know, a little bit of a brown stock, cheeky boy sauces, the reserve. We're going to put that in there. We're going to beef it up. Just when it starts to get thick, we're going to hit it with a little bit of butter. We're going to plate this baby. When I come back, beef and broccoli has got a new name. All right, now it's time to add the butter to the sauce. The butter will help it thicken. It'll give it some great flavor. And it'll take on the body of the sauce. Now, what we're going to do is take our sauce down first. Wow, this is some good stuff right here, folks. And we're just going to put a little bit of sauce down in the middle. Nothing crazy yet. We're going to build this. That's what we do here on Taste This TV. We build. Okay, now you're going to take a little bit of your root vegetables. We have our broccoli. Broccoli always acts as a really good, like, stand for the beef. You know, I mean, my years in restaurants and 4-star restaurants doing this stuff, this is what you always have a piece of vegetable that wants to lean on that. So we're going to take our beef. Take our beef right on top like that. Next, what we're going to do is take a little bit of our root vegetables here and put them all around the side. Don't forget our baby carrots. Look at these beautiful carrots here, folks. Beautiful. A little bit, you know, it's enough to make you want more. That's what I say all the time. You want a little bit more. We're going to put our vegetables on the side like this. We got some colors, we got some flavors. Next, we got to take our microgreens. Just put a couple around the center like that. Now we're going to take the rest of our sauce and put it around the side. All right. All right, now this is an incredible wine, Pinot Noir. I always love to smell the cork. Wines from South Africa, incredible, incredible wines. The Chamonix Pinot Noir Reserve shows a ruby red color with notes of cherry, wild red berries, crushed black pepper, cinnamon, and violets on the nose. Although firm in structure and intense in flavor, textures are mellow and round, expanding the time to extraordinary opulence and length on the palate. It should reach its prime in about 5 or 8 years after release. This wine is a winner. Okay, let's see what we got here, folks. Whoa, very nice. Oh, very nice. Premium wine. No pesticides, no artificial acids in this. You can smell it very good. Look at the legs on this baby. Wow. A serious Pinot Noir. Well, look, I think that's going to wrap it up, right? So we got our beef and broccoli using some ingredients that we had just sitting around, right? And of course, we can't forget about our Kringle on the way out. Thank you for watching this fun-filled episode of Taste This TV. I'm your host, Chef Joe Ciminera. There are absolutely no rules in cooking. Taste this.